Hey y'all, welcome. I am Hope here at Crafty Hope, and welcome to my Thrifty Thursday haul video. I'm a mixed media and jewelry artist, and I love to go thrifting to find things that I can use in my art, and that's most of what I show in my thrifty hauls. But as a note, I consider thrifty to be anything pretty much at a deal. I consider it thrifty if it's, you know, at an estate sale, a thrift store, a yard sale, an antique mall, a clearance aisle or a dollar store, free even. All those things to me are thrifty because it's at a deal, reduced price, you know, affordable for the most part. So I have a couple things for you. I went to a dollar store. I went to Five Below because what I needed was a new camera tripod for my phone. So this was just a little $5, and y'all, it's to replace one that's almost exactly like this, and I haven't used it much yet, but already it meets a couple things that are better than the other one I bought online. So yeah, $5. So I also picked up, while I was there, for $5, it's a whole thing, 48 different colors of seed beads. Now, do I need more seed beads in my life because I never use them? No, but look at this, $5. So I had to do that. But then I went and did some estate sale shopping, and that's really what I'm here to show you. So the first estate sale, y'all, I scored big because I went to it because I did see a bunch of tins. I use old cookie tins or biscuit tins or cracker tins or pretty much anything, tea tins, whatever, to make jewelry, or sometimes I use it just to store things, and I'm going to start incorporating it into other things, but mostly jewelry. I'll put a link up here to an example of how I use tin. So I'm always looking for a cool tin. So this estate sale had a bunch of them. I only bought one tin, and it's, yeah, this one. I think the other tins I was looking for were gone, but this one was here, and as a bonus, this one is full of buttons. So for $10, I got this whole tin and all of these buttons. Y'all, I told the people I went to check out that going through containers like this is one of my favorite things in the world. So I am looking forward to sorting through. So I haven't looked real close at this. I did see there are quite a few carded buttons, and look, it's just a button card that I can put whatever I want or put it in, incorporate it into something. Here are some that have gotten a patina on it. Can you see that green patina? So I'll show you something else in a minute, but these are pewter buttons. So this first one that I pulled out has snowflakes on it, and this one, y'all, I'm not even sure. It looks like some kind of Chinese or Mayan, and look, these are held in with pipe cleaners, and they are so soft. They're not like the pipe cleaners from today. Here is some kind of pin, the Meyer insignia. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I don't know. More, here's just part of a button card. This is a button card that came apart with these neat yellow buttons. More button cards. These are mother of pearl. This one I saw, it's Lady Washington pearls, made in the USA, and these, you see, they have like this plus sign, so no holes per se, but this neat, I don't know, I've never seen buttons like those before. They're really cool. These, well, these may be, I don't know what they are. They're colored, and the color's coming off. Okay, so in this tin, there's some kind of yarn and a little bit of braided cord. And then there's a bunch of, like, y'all, I don't even know. This looks like it goes to, like, a flagpole thing. Like, a flagpole mount, maybe? Or something. I don't know. There's a bunch of, yeah, pieces. There's some kind of hook. All kinds of, but y'all, that's what I love about getting a container like this, is you don't quite know what's gonna be in here. Here's some kind of broken pottery. It's not even very heavy pottery, but there's like an old nail, this massive big eye needle, some screws, bobbins, of course, and then, of course, buttons. So I am going to sit down at some point. Oh, and here's some chalk, of course. That's every sewing kit has a little bit of chalk in it, doesn't it? So I'm going to sit down and sort through this. There's a helicopter bolt. All kinds of fun little things in here. Oh, gosh. A calligraphy tip. So, yeah. Super neat stuff in here. I am so looking forward to sorting through this. And if you know what these things are, let me know. But I could definitely incorporate them somehow, yeah, into an assemblage or something. Because that, I can already see like a vial or, oh my gosh, I had one up here a minute ago. Oh, it's on my other desk. Oh, do I have one back here? Hold on. I can't find it. Some kind of little jar or something in this and screwing it in. I'm going to definitely be trying that out because, yeah. So I am absolutely looking forward to that. Now, that is not all I got at that estate sale. I walked around thinking there's got to be more 10 or more little things that I can get here because the pictures had me super excited for this sale. I couldn't imagine just getting there and walking away with only this. So I walked and I kept going, no, there is something else here. And I looked and I looked and I looked. And I walked back into the room that was in and found on the bed this jar. It's not a jar. It's a bag of more buttons. More buttons. So, and I am absolutely looking forward to going through it. There are more button cards in here. I've seen things like buckles. There's an old keychain. I have pulled out a straight pin from in here. Here is a mother of pearl button buckle. Here's just, oh, y'all, I think this is a glass shank button. So much goodness. Another set of those pewter buttons, these with a little bird on them. I don't know if you can see that at there, maybe there. Just so much goodness in a bag. Oh, and then like some of them are huge. Yeah, I pulled out a couple. Look at the size of this button. It's massive. There was another one I had seen and pulled out. Yeah, here's another. This is a shank one, another huge button. But I can see mother of pearl. I think this is a really pretty glass one here. Let me see. Yeah, that's glass. Y'all, this is, I'm really trying my hardest to get some other things done today, not just sort through the buttons. So before I left, I walked through the foyer area to get to the checkout, and as I did, they have a little collection of buttons, and this rusty one caught my eye. The dinger's not hanging there. It does ring. It was only $2, but it is just a beautifully rusty button. So, a bell that I can see putting in an assemblage. From there, I went to a second estate sale down the road, and the first thing I picked up was this. It is a Ziploc bag of rickrack, and I think, yeah, the bigger rickrack here is what caught my eye. I mean, I guess it's not super huge. I thought, yeah, this was pretty big. So this larger rickrack is what caught my eye, but it's just all kinds. I was really hoping to find some pom-poms trim, but I will take rickrack any day. I need to use it more. But yeah, I love it. It's super cute. $5 for this bag. And then the other thing I picked up was this container. When I first saw it, I was like, I don't know. It's just some wood beads here. I don't know that I'd want that, but I opened it when I got home. Let's see. This looks like it. I'm trying to pull out carefully so I don't get beads everywhere. So these are just wood grain beads. Lots and lots of these wood beads. You can see there's some silver clasps and jump rings, some more little funky beads over here. I don't know that I'd use these, or I think somebody was using these. What are these? Oh, this is like a cell phone dangle, I think. But I think these are stitch markers. With different little charms on it. Again, I think these are cell phone dangles or stitch markers or something. I'm not sure. One of them has a cute little, there it is, a sewing machine dangle. Here is, okay, first I just thought it was a bracelet and I thought it was magnetic. But y'all, that's an Apple Watch connector. So I could feasibly, and it's on elastic. I've helped a friend make one of these before I knew much about the Apple Watches. So, and then there's this, which is from Hobby Lobby, and what I noticed with the color of the beads, how fun they are, but it's some kind of lanyard holder. And I will definitely be cutting this off to maybe make myself a keychain and then use these beads for something else. So that's just one side of this little container. Let's see if I can get it all back in. Okay. And then the other side has more findings. Now first there's this black cotton braiding cord. I don't know if I'll use that or not. I thought it was leather when I first opened it. There's also a bunch of pin backs. I'll throw those in with my collection of pin backs. There's a bunch of, and y'all, these are the old Hobby Lobby. I think it's Hobby Lobby, yeah, it's the jewelry shop. Old Hobby Lobby labels. Do you remember these? And it's just a bunch of eye pins. That, not a bunch, I mean it's 3 containers that have 18 pieces in them each. Ugh. And then over here we've got some gold plated jump rings, some cord end things, more jump rings. This is more eye pins. These are more cord ends, gold lobster clasp, jump rings, and these are some split rings that I'll probably end up getting rid of. I don't do split rings, so but that was $8. But for what the findings that are in here, that's why I got it, was the findings. But then to see the like Apple Watch thing, I'll have to see if it works on mine or not. They come in different sizes. So y'all, buttons and rickrack and beads. This crafty girl is in heaven. I will tack on anything else that any other thrifty finds I pick up. Quick couple thrifty things. First off, they're Dollar General things, but they're clearance Dollar General, and they're even marked half off of that. Apparently this weekend all clearance items are 50% off. So I got this sticky back foam. It's just 5 sheets of it for 40 cents, but that is great for cutting into shapes and sticking on to other surfaces to make stamps. And that's all I want it for, is to make personalized stamps. I mean, I can carve stamps and laser cut stamps, but sometimes you just need something quick and easy. They also had this cheapo air dry clay. I think I paid like $1.80 for it. I don't know what it probably cost before, but I think I'm about to open it up and play with it a little bit. So anyway, yeah, I've been playing. Just pardon the desk, but I went over, there's like 2 days left of our Joanns in the area being open, and I had to go over and just see while I had the time today. So y'all, I got some great deals. Everything in the store was 90 to 95% off. I've got a video that'll be in the vlog for the week I'm recording this, because I thought, oh my gosh, that's crazy. But what I went there for was to get some card blanks, basically card and envelope blanks, and they were all out of them, but I did find envelopes. So I got, I'm trying to grab them out of my bag. I got 3 packages of white A2 envelopes, 25 in a pack, and 1 of this like cream color, 52 in the pack. These I paid like 60 cents for, and these like 90 cents for, or something ridiculous. Like I said, it was a really good deal. I've got this coupon, 85 cents for the ivory one. So yeah, that makes sense. 90%. I also, on that same aisle, well, I was grabbing stuff because they had the signs up of how much stuff were. I'll show you the cheaper stuff before I show you the the big things that I'm like, what? This is just some paper ribbon, I think is what it called. I paid like 15 cents for it. These are it's a tarnish inhibitor for metal that tarnishes. I can put in with beads or findings or whatever. And I think I paid like 55, 60 cents for it. It's some waxed cord. I use that to make like beaded bookmarks and sometimes like button bracelets and things like that. I don't usually use white, but it's also really good for sewing, bookbinding, like pamphlet stitching and stuff like that. So, and these were, I don't even know, y'all, like 35 cents maybe. Just like crazy amounts of prices. Let's see, digital wax link, 16 cents. I paid 16 cents for each of these. Y'all, seriously. But the big things I got were these. They had even the Tim Holtz stamps, and I wasn't going to get any. I really just went for the envelopes and stuff. But these, Stampers Anonymous stamp stencil sets from Tim Holtz were $1.60. So I got each of these for $1.60. I'm blown away by that. And then this somehow was even more off. I don't even know. I think they have this price is wrong. Let me see what they actually have as the price for it. Oh, it still says 30. Yeah, it still says 38. Anyway, I paid $1.95 for it, for this Thinlits die set. So, which again, it was not something I was going there for, but yeah. All right. So that was my little Joann's haul, the last Joann's haul ever, I guess. So let me get picked up, and then from there I visited my mom for a minute, and then I decided to go to my favorite thrift store in Mobile and just kind of see real quick what they've got. And y'all, funnily enough, it was one of the last things I actually picked up. They had this, which it's a card stock and envelopes. So it's also cards and envelopes, but it was $1.50. So these are actual card blanks like I wanted. These are a little bit different colored, and then a bunch of envelopes. I don't know if the matching envelopes are in here or not. I think these may all be envelopes. Actually, that's just a piece of cardstock. Anyway, so yeah, lots of envelopes. I don't really need, and there's another card. I just hope that the envelopes, yeah, I'll have to sort it and see if I've got the envelopes for the cards. If not, the envelopes I just bought will probably work. So that was a pretty good deal for $1.50. What else did I get? This craft store I go to it because it has, I hope y'all can hear me. I'm trying to dig through this massive bag. Somehow they have all the leftover Tuesday morning bags from when Tuesday morning closed. So anyway, let me grab it real quick. Okay, so they have a craft room there, and these are the things I got out of the craft room. Just a couple of brushes that were 50 cents for the two of them. I don't even know if they're any good, but I like a good plastic brush. So yeah. There was this sheet of what I believe is it's got the Hobby Lobby clearance thing, but it's 100% wool sheet, so it's this purple with polka dots on it. But I thought, I mean, it does have some holes up here. I don't know why, but anyway, wool. Just some wool. It was 50 cents. I got 3 rolls of this. So it is some kind, y'all, if you know what this is, please tell me. It is some kind of fabric ribbon. So it looks like torn fabric, but it's a ribbon. And they had a bunch of different colors, but I just grabbed colors I thought I would use. So this, of course, blue green here, this like sage green one that is thinner, and I think this maybe is thin too, a brown. So it's interesting. Like I said, it's some kind of fabric. I'm sure it's some kind of sewing thing. But I just thought, as far as just like some neat ribbon, it was interesting. I did pay $1 for each of them. I don't know what they are. but it's not something I've ever seen before. And then I got these 2 rolls. This is some lace, just a real basic lace, but I thought it was kind of neat with these like eye shapes in it. I think that was just 50 cents. And then this other roll, it looks like leather. It just says Wright's Creative Classics, and it's some leather cord, or faux leather cord. It feels very brittle, like it may not be real leather, so it could be like a vinyl. I'm not sure. Does this say on here at all? 100% acrylic. So yeah, it's not real leather, but that's okay. It was 50 cents. And then I was going through the hardware area and spotted this. Y'all, look at this tin. She is a beauty. She was $3, so she was the most expensive thing, but I don't mind paying a little bit extra at this one. Again, they've got a whole craft room. Oh, and it also has this image on it. Because they have, well, they had signs that had like a $10 minimum. I did not see those signs today, but yeah. And then the other thing, I grabbed 3, oh, these are like spatulas. I think they were 50 cents each also. But I thought they could be neat, interesting ways to spread and mix paint. This one's a little floppier than I thought it was. But that's okay. That's a little bit firmer. That's all right. There was another one that I was going to get that was super firm, but it seemed a little nice to incorporate into my craft supplies. So that is it for my Thrifty haul. I'm not sure if how many videos that is now. If I have anything else, I'll tag it on. If that is the end of it, I appreciate that you came by to watch this. And yeah, see these deals I've scored. I just hope I can actually use some of it. Right now I need to get pictures of all of this because I realized with my last Thrifty haul I didn't get pictures of very many things. Well, I did. I remember taking pictures, but somehow my transferring of files, I lost the pictures. I actually need to look at my phone and see if they're in my phone. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for coming by and watching. I'll try to have pictures of all of this. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what deals you scored. Have you hit up some of the deals at Joann's? Did you find something awesome? Thanks so much for watching. Bye.